instruction, and that if we look at the big umbrella of instruction, best instructional practices are one of the most critical parts of active engagement. Real quick, in the back, can you hear me? Okay? All right. Now, I've taught students when I started in a K-12 building in Iowa, small town, partially title, partially not. I've been in 5 different buildings here at Westside. I've taught and worked with students who didn't know what they were going to have for breakfast the next day, to students who were talking about taking their grandpa's private plane on a skiing trip to Wyoming. So if you think about that, that is a really wide range of students. It's a wide range of learning experiences. However, there's one thing that I've learned, and that is no matter who you teach or what you're teaching, explicit instruction is the way for student learning. Now, there's always some students that are not totally riveted to hear every word you say. Raise your hands if you've ever had students in your class or taught lessons that lacked rivet. Yep. And it's also true that here you are teaching this enlightening, awesome lesson, great skill sets and strategies, and some students do not appear to be totally enlightened. Raise your hand if you've ever had a lesson that lacked enlightenment. What we've learned is, regardless of the age of students, instructional best practices, student engagement, active participation is the key. It is important here this morning that we honor what you already know. Look at the experience of the people you're sitting next to. The expertise we have in this room is outstanding. So we want to make sure that we honor what you are already bringing to the table. We want to make sure today that we strengthen your capacity as a teacher. And finally, hopefully, we add something to your skill set that maybe you forgot, or something that you can tweak in your classroom. So if you would, we are going to be modeling some strategies today with you, so we're going to ask you to play along with us. And the first one is to oral read this slide, if you would, please.
There is no teaching if there is no learning. How well you teach equals how well students learn.
My name is Greg Betts, and I am the Director for Professional Learning, and with me today is...
I'm Jen Sinclair, and I'm the teacher leader at Hillside.
And we really wanted to take some time today to introduce to you some key concepts about student response and engagement. Now, you know, when we look at good instruction, whether it's elementary or secondary, one of those critical elements, again, is active participation. And good instruction is interactive. We never want to get to that point where it's... Wait, let me back up. What we do want is, if I say something, you say something. I do something, you do something. I write something, you write something. We never want, I say something, I say something, I say something, I say something, I say something. Any questions? Good, here's your assignment, moving on. Under those circumstances, we don't always get good interaction and learning. So it's very important that the learning be interactive. It still can be teacher-centered up front, but you have to have engagement from your students. So, all of you have a compass. This is a great novelty item. You should carry it wherever you go. A compass is an instrument containing a magnetized pointer that shows the direction of magnetic north. So think of yourself as the compass, and explicit instruction is your magnetic north. How well you teach equals how well students learn, because remember, learning is not a spectator sport.
We have 4 goals today, our exciting. The first thing, like Greg said, we'll talk about instructional best practice. While we're doing that, we're going to model instructional best practice as best we can. Please play along. We know you're not kids, but when you oral read, you're actively engaged, or that you're not. Is it going in and out? Number 2, the connection to what we're already doing. So we want to honor what you already know and do. We're just going to make a deeper connection and reinforce what you're already doing. Number 3 is active participation. We really want to hone
So up here, you see a lot of good words, and we're taking this from Dr. Schmolweiss and Dr. Michael's kind of idea at the end of last year. They had all those things pop up on the screen. We thought what a great idea to show what we do with instructional best practices here at Westside. This is not everything we do, but when you think of instructional best practice, and a lot of these are essential elements of instruction words up there: covert, overt, your anticipatory set. We have MTSS, PBIS, IQAR, formative assessments, motivation. All of these lead to student learning. It is all of these things. It is not just one thing in isolation. It is all of these things together that help with student learning. And so our goal this year is we are going to really focus in on one area, because to focus in on all of these would be a lot. So what we are doing is we are honing our focus in on student engagement through questioning and eliciting student responses. All right, it's time for super awesome yeah. Actually, let me go back here. All right. I need you to be sitting next to someone, most of you are, but I need groups of 2. If you do not have someone to be a pair with, please take the next 15 seconds to have a pair. 1. All right. Any triads out there? Okay, I will get to you in just a second. If you're a triad, that's okay, but I will get to you in just a second. All right. In your pairs of 2, if you are sitting to my left or your right, raise your hand, please. You are super. Say, I am super. I am super. The other partner, please raise your hand. You are awesome. Say, I am awesome. I am awesome. Triads. Who is the person in the middle? All right, you're the person in the middle. You are super. So if you are a triad, raise your hand. In the middle, say, I am super. All right. Your other partners are awesome. Say, I am awesome. All right, here we go. If you are super, raise your hand. Awesome, raise your hand. Super, raise your hand. Super, raise your hand. Okay, just making sure you're paying attention. Also, what you're going to do here in a minute, and I will get to this at the end for the rationale, but you're going to see some coaches and principals get up and walk around. What they're doing is they are listening to your conversation and writing some things down, but I will explain the rationale afterwards. Okay? It is a great teaching strategy, but I wanted to at least, hey, don't be alarmed if people are walking around. They are not like saying, oh my gosh, it's Terry Williams paying attention. Okay? They are actually writing down some thoughts. All right, you are going, first of all, silently by yourself on your handout. I have this really nice handout. I should probably get one to you. Perfect point. I will be PDFing this and sending this to everyone. So, if you have something to write on or in your head is fine, think about this question up here. Why is it important to frequently elicit responses from students? So you can either write down your ideas or think of them in your head, but this is a silent activity. I will give you a quick warning and then I will give you further instructions. And begin. Okay, here is our next part of directions. First of all, if you would, let these slide up on the screen. If you would oral read it with me, please. One thing I know about active participation is... Okay, this is an example of a sentence stem. I'll get to that in a moment. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Awesome, raise your hand. Okay, you are going to go first. This is a think, pair, share. Okay, so awesome, you are going first. And you will start with the sentence stem. One thing I know about active participation is, and share it with super. Super, you will then read the sentence stem, and we will go back and forth here for about 30 to 45 seconds to share what you know about active participation and why it is important for student learning. Who's going first? Awesome. And go. All right, please finish your sentences, not your paragraphs. All right, principals or coaches, if you have something you would want to share out real quick, Megan?
Cheryl and Chris talked about that it needs to be congruent to your objective.
Good, congruent. Beth?
It helps check for understanding.
Helps check for understanding. Cynthia?
It raises student energy levels. It keeps them awake.
Good. Amanda? Perfect, good. I also heard Susie talking about all students, Stephanie talked about engagement, and Gail also up front talked about it encourages student learning. All right, I'm gonna go back right here and put on teacher hat real quick and just explain a few things that we've done. One, you never want to read every slide word for word. However, when you say, please read up here, and you're gonna read these bold words with me, it encourages students to look up and engage with you in the lesson. Sometimes it is appropriate to choral read a slide. You don't want to do every slide. Nobody likes that. Students don't like that. Adults don't like that. But what we're modeling for you is a way to do that. And when you highlight just the bold words, it requires some of those students to follow along. Also, I love Think, Pair, Share. I think it's one of the best things. And even last year, in some of the classes I was teaching, I was like, okay, share with your partner and begin. I never gave directions on what a Think, Pair, Share should look like. So what we modeled for you was super awesome. That was kind of fun. We usually say partner A or partner B, partner 1 or partner 2. Because what it does for you as the teacher is you control the conversation. Meaning, you don't have to sit there with your partner and go, well, do you want to share first or should I share first? Or should we share? Oh my gosh, we just spent 30 seconds trying to figure it out and we didn't do anything. With that, when you couple that with a sentence stem, and you say, A, you start with the sentence stem, and away you go. A knows exactly what to do, or awesome, and you have a sentence stem to get you going. It shortens that transition time when you go from large group to Think, Pair, Share. Then also what you saw was we walked around. If I am asking students to participate, we should be too. You saw all of us up here writing down what things we know about active participation. And then going around, when we took people's names down, I then have control of my lesson and my pace. Meaning I don't have to do this. Who would like to share? Anyone have a great idea? Because I don't know who's going to share. And I don't know what's going to be shared. I can remember those tests that I gave when I had a student raise their hand, share the wrong answer, and no matter how hard I tried, came to that assessment, and the student put down the wrong answer that they heard first. So you have a way to control your pace. You can give recognition, especially to those students who don't ever want to raise their hand, don't ever want to share, or maybe you have a struggling student that you can give positive recognition to. So the reason that we're doing those is all of those good teaching strategies.
You've already touched on a lot of these things, but why is it important to elicit responses from students and do it frequently in an ongoing way, keeping that energy level up? So we're going to talk about 4 main reasons. So we would read the bold words with me, please. It contributes
To a positive learning environment.
Many of you have all said that. It increases engagement. It increases
On-task
behavior. It increases
accountability,
It promotes
desired behaviors,
It reduces
inappropriate behaviors,
and it keeps the class
moving
along. It's automatically vetted through formative assessment.
check for understanding,
It allows the teacher to
monitor,
understanding,
adjust,
the lesson based on responses, and provide
feedback,
to students. And ultimately, our main goal in everything we do is it
promotes learning,
It
focuses,
students' attention on critical content. It provides
rehearsal
of information and concepts. It provides
practice,
of skills and strategies. It allows for
retrieval practice,
of critical content. So that's
retrieve, respond, retain.
So we're going to watch Anita Archer in action. And Anita Archer is an awesome teacher. Beyond that, she reads a ton. She does research. She is a true expert who walks the talk. So we're going to watch her in action with some seventh graders. They're doing a lesson on sentence combined. While you're watching, please jot down her active engagement strategies. Jot down all
back row, are you able to hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody, find part B. Today we are going to learn how to combine sentences with phrases that tell when and where. So what are the phrases going to tell, everyone? When and where. Excellent. Okay, everybody, find item 1 and read the start sentence with me and go. Maria traveled to her aunt's for a vacation. So Maria traveled to her aunt's for a vacation. Now, we are going to read the add sentence and read it, everyone. She went in early summer. So, in early summer, does it tell when she went or where she went? Which one, everyone? When. Okay, and everyone on your paper, underline in early summer. Okay, and on the next sentence, or the next lines, I want you to combine the two and write a create sentence. Combine those two and write a create sentence. Think what would go here. Yes. When you're done, just put your pencil down. I'll know you're ready. Okay, so let's look at the sentences that we wrote down and read the first sentence, everyone. In early summer, Maria traveled to her aunt's for a vacation. Okay? And so here, the phrase in early summer, the when phrase, is at the beginning and it needs to be separated from the rest of the sentence with a what, everyone? A comma. Now raise your hand if you did it this way. Okay, many times there's more than one way that we could combine sentences. Read the next one, everyone. Maria traveled to her aunt's for a vacation in early summer. So there, the when phrase is at the end. Raise your hand if you have that one. And would we have a comma? Yes or no? No. Okay, everybody, find item number 2. Okay, and up here and read the start sentence with me and go, everyone. They often went to the beach. So we have a start sentence and we have an add sentence. And read it, everyone. They went after breakfast. So when did they go to the beach, everyone? After breakfast, okay? And does that tell us when or where? When. Okay, everybody on your paper, please underline after breakfast. Okay, and looking up here, and read the next add sentence and go. They went to swim. Okay, and so here we are adding what, everyone? To swim. Okay, and I want you to create a new sentence that combines all three. Go. So, what word is that? Oh, there you go. Okay, partner one. Read that sentence to your partner that you wrote down and see if it makes sense. Read it to your partner and go.
Oh, you say it first. After breakfast, they went to the beach to swim. I had. They often go to the beach after breakfast to swim.
All right, and so two different ways, right? But both of them make sense, don't they? Excellent. Okay, so looking up here, we had a number of options here, and so we were thinking that this might be one option. And read it, everyone. After breakfast, they went to the beach to swim. Raise your hand if that's matched to yours. Okay, a number of you did it that way, and you have the statement, the phrase that tells when at the beginning, and it's separated with a what, everyone? A comma. Okay, and let's see what other options are available, and read that one, go. They often went to the beach to swim after breakfast. And is there a comma separating it from the rest of the sentence? No. Only when the phrase is at the beginning do we need that magic comma. All right.
Okay, so you saw lots of opportunities to respond, just like we've been talking about. And I bet most of the things you wrote down, if not all of those things, fit under these categories. Anita Archer provided opportunities for verbal responses, written responses, action responses. So we have another sentence. And this time, Awesome can go first. And what you're going to do is you're going to say one example of active participation was. All right, so you'll go back and forth, and let's see how many you can share in 30 seconds. Awesome.
Finish your sentences. All right, Jen, we'll start with you. Yep. Coral read, good. Good, thanks. Cynthia?
The other one was that she cued the students when it was time to respond.
That's a big one. The queuing piece is big for students. Good, thanks. Beth?
She had them repeat the instructions back to her.
Good, checking for understanding there. Good. Megan?
She had them underlined along with her, so they were doing something physical as well.
That's if I do something, you do something. In the front here, Sarah had walk around, look around, talk around. If you saw her at the end, she was walking around the students. That's that proximity piece. And Beth had a lot of good verbal responses.
And I would just add one more. Quick pace. Did you notice how quickly she was going through the lessons? She is a big proponent of keep it quick, keep it moving.
All right, so we know we need to have quality instruction at Tier 1 for the core, meaning instruction that all students get. We know that we share goals for students, and we want them all to learn and be successful. So what we're currently doing already at Westside, this goes back to that previous slide, MTSS, the essential elements of instruction, student learning, our strategic plan, PBIS, all of this goes into student learning. Now at Westside, we have had that long history of training new staff as well as veteran staff in the essential elements of instruction. We know that quality instruction makes a good teacher. You have got to have quality instruction. However, looking back, we have not always focused on what are we wanting the students to do back with us. We have focused so hard on what we want the teacher to do that we have not always focused on, well, what should the students be doing? If I cue them, how should that choral response be? What should their actions be back? Did we provide sentence stems? Did we encourage them in the pair share to actually teach pair share? And up here is a list of, I like to call very important people. They were crucial in spending countless hours this summer on reading books, doing research, planning as a group. These individuals up here on this list are going to be at your buildings on Wednesdays, helping to deliver that professional learning that narrows down more of the focus on student responses. If you're in the room and your name's up there, would you just raise your hand or stand up? Thank you. Can we give them a round of applause?
to
Teach with
Passion.
be
Present when you teach. Bring energy to your teaching. Kids deserve it.
We want the same for you as a learner and for ourselves as learners, to keep being learners, to keep growing and progressing our craft. So for everyone,
Learn with passion. Be present when you learn. Bring energy to your learning. Kids deserve it.